안녕하세요. 저는 루입니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 리안입니다.
Hi. So today we're going to chat a little bit about who we are because most of our viewers don't know anything about us. We have a brand new channel, which is our React channel here. It's only been going for a few weeks. But yeah, it's just so random that two Western women are like doing a lot of stuff that's Korean related. And we wanted to talk about why that is.
Yeah. So first of all, we're going to give you a little introduction as to who we are. And then we're going to tell you a tiny little story about how we met and why Korean things. So Lou, do you want to go first with who you are, just briefly?
Yeah. So my name's, you can call me Lou, but I'm actually like my pen name is Louise Dawn. I'm an author. I write a lot of romantic suspense books and romance. I'm actually writing at the moment, which I've kind of stopped a little, a fantasy romance with a little bit of science fiction thrown in. So I write, those are the books that I write. But currently at the moment, I'm concentrating on, art for breast cancer awareness. As many of you know, I have breast cancer, and so I've been fighting that in 2023 since May. So I wanted to do some art to bring awareness to breast cancer. So I'm doing some stuff that's hopefully going to be in some fine art exhibitions at some point. And that is under my name, Bridget Louise, which is my Instagram name for that, because Bridget is my first name. But most of my friends, especially Lean, know me as Lou or Louise.
Okay, and Louise is South African, but she lives in America.
I do. I live in Utah. So Utah's beautiful. I love it. Beautiful mountains, beautiful weather, but it's not the place I call home. So I'm like aiming to eventually move to possibly be in another state or to live with my sister in Italy. So that's my goal.
Okay, so I'm Leanne, or known as Lean on this channel. LT Marshall to most people that know me. I'm a romance author from Scotland. I'm the author of the Carrero series and the Awakening series, both of which are currently in filming to be Asian web dramas. So they're going to be watchable very soon. I used to be an arts and crafter that ran an online store, much like Louise, and very arty, and I do that from time to time. But my main focus right now is writing my romance books because I've got a decent following and they make me money. So
Decent following. She's got millions of fans.
you would never know it though, because everyone's like, who?
No, she does. She has a lot of fans, trust
Yeah.
me.
I have a lot of Asian fans specifically, hence why I was approached by an Asian company to make them into webtoons.
Yeah.
So in the UK and the USA, I have a kind of decent following, but most of my fans are in Asia, which is probably why. So that's who we are as authors. I write.
Also, oh yeah, also she was a idol, a
Oh
pop
yeah.
idol many,
Oh
many
yeah,
years ago.
I
And
was.
so that's why we love reacting to music because was in that industry. She's loves music and she was multi-talented. And so I'm just along for the ride. I'm
Yeah.
pulling her into army. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yep, I
So.
was an idol in a girl band when I was younger, and music has been part of my life and my soul for a very long time. I also come from a very musical family, and I've been listening to Asian music specifically since I was in my teens because I grew up in a mixed cultural environment because I am also mixed race. So there we go. Okay, so Louise, very briefly, as quickly as possible, how did we meet?
We met online on a K drama loving group because I got into K dramas and we randomly started chatting to each other in the comments. And then what else happened to us? So many things. So
I got kicked out of the K-drama group, and
she
that's
did.
how we started talking.
I got kicked out shortly after, so, but not for any crazy reasons. We were
No.
actually someone was kind of racist towards Lean and talking badly about Asians, and
Yeah,
so we ended up fighting back.
yeah,
That
and
was how it
yeah.
happened.
So I started my own K-drama group. So if you're into K-dramas, the links will be below for our K-Love group. It's just talking about Asian dramas, Asian shows, but you can also put K-pop stuff in there and our love of anything to do with East Asian culture. There's a lot of people in
Yeah.
there that do that. So I started a group and Louise followed me. And then shortly after, she too was kicked from the same popular group that I was kicked from for a very similar reason.
For a similar reason,
So we
exactly. So
bonded over being kicked out of a Facebook group to begin
it
with.
was a very toxic group. Thank God we were kicked out. I would have left before then. But
Okay.
they were fetishizing. Was it
Yeah.
fetishizing? Yeah.
Yeah. And they were also very insulting about the fact that I was autistic when I was arguing back about, the racism. So that was the kind of final straw for me.
Yeah.
So then moving on to why Korea, why we are having a channel about Korean music, it kind of all fits together, trust us. So I had a friend for a couple of years called Yujin Shi, who is a Korean producer and he lives in Seoul and he runs a production company. And we had been talking for a number of years and we were really good friends. And he decided to invite me to Seoul to film a documentary about a Western romance author who's more popular in Asia than she is in the Western world, even though all her books are Western. And that was kind of how it started. I said to Louise, do you want to come to Korea with me? I'll introduce you to Yujin Shi.
Because we're both
Yujin.
authors, so that we were like stoked that we were both authors that
Yeah.
like K dramas and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
exactly, and we already had a love of K-drama. So then introducing Louise to Eugene, she was their start of their friendship, and things kind of progressed from there. Eugene, she just decided that instead of just a documentary, he wanted us to write some scripts for him, then film a short film, and it progressed to the point where we are now going to Korea together to film a short movie, but be part of the production, as in finding the actors and the locations and everything that goes with it, and even helping directing, all as part of this documentary that we're going to be filming in Korea.
we were
So he was
excited.
South Korea, yeah. We're going to Seoul, but we will be traveling to other places in South
Yeah.
Korea, such as Busan and Daegu, places like that.
Yeah.
And then because we already had a love of K-drama and K-pop and Korean food, it's just kind of expanded from there. Eugene, she wanted us to create a channel for vlogs. So if you want to see us on our Korean vlog channel, it has Korean subtitles. The link will be down below. And then we decided we wanted to just add in a reaction channel to the mix. And it only made sense that it should be Korean music given all our connections currently to the trip to Korea.
That is correct. And I feel bad because we were supposed to go to Korea this year in May, and my breast cancer got in the way. So,
Mhm.
but I'm lucky that we didn't go because uh, Lean had a mix up with her passport,
Yep,
and then we were delayed in booking our tickets. We were about to book the tickets, and then in that delay, I actually went for a mammogram and got diagnosed with breast cancer. But if we had just booked the tickets and gone, I would not have known I had breast cancer and caught it earlier than
exactly.
I should have. Yeah, so it probably saved my life, which is weird in a
It is
way.
weird. It was just one event after the other, which kinda led us
Exactly.
to that point. So now we are going to Korea as soon as Louise is well again, and we will be filming every step of the way. We're gonna be staying in Seoul for an entire month. We're gonna be living with our producer, Yujin Shi.
There's the three
So
besties. He's like amazing. He's such a
yes,
lovely
he's
person.
very
So
supportive, and we speak to Eugene Shi every single week. Sometimes we'll speak to him every day when we're annoying him. But we also have other friends in Korea. We have, some little younger friends too that keep us in touch and keep us what's going on in the current trending things in Korea. So they're always good for suggesting bands and food and places to go. So that's pretty much why we've decided Korea, a Korean reaction channel, and the
yeah,
fact that my dramas are being made by an Asian production company.
yeah, exactly. So we're in the process together of we write really well together. So we're going to look at possibly writing some K dramas.
Yeah.
So Lean's very comfortable writing Chinese dramas. and
I've
that's why
written
she's
a
popular.
Chinese drama and a Korean sorry, books, not dramas. I've written a Chinese book and a Korean-based book, so both of them are available already online, and they're really both quite popular on the Asian apps that I'm popular on, so
We also submitted scripts to Sony for a Korean competition that we were doing. So, yeah, so we worked with our producer and did storyboards. We did everything. We wrote the scripts, we wrote the story, we wrote the scripts, and we wrote the yeah, and then we designed the storyboards as well. And those two, what was it, like a month? We never slept, you and me.
no, we did not. We were up till a very stupid time at night. And then
Yeah,
why BTS? Because Louise is a long-term ARMY.
well,
So
kind of. I'm not. I don't know if I'm. I love the boys, so that's why I consider myself army. But I'm not like dedicated army in the sense that I have um, definite ideas on like dates of albums, and I haven't done extreme deep dives, so I'm looking forward to that. And I don't like collect photo cards or anything like that. And I haven't been to a concert, so I like going to a concert once I'm well enough after the cancer is on my bucket list. But yeah, I'm trying, so I always need Army's help in the comments when I'm trying to explain stuff to Lean, because I'm not an expert. I'm kind of like mid-range Army.
yeah, so we decided that the reaction channel would be a break from the things that we have to do. So it would be
Yeah.
more like a casual channel. Louise loves BTS and wanted to introduce BTS to me. And I already liked some of their songs and I already liked Augusty. So it made sense that we were going to react to BTS songs while also filming it. It's a way for
Yeah.
us to catch up every week too. It forces us to get on camera with each other and
Yeah.
chat nonsense.
Exactly. Because we're besties. We nag each other to
Besties, besties.
pieces.
Ah.
Oh.
She's my bestie until we live together in Korea, and then one of us ain't coming back because the other one's gonna be like, "Mm-mm, why did I ever like you?"
I'm just gonna laugh at you all the time. I'm just gonna laugh because
That's
you're.
because 'cause I'm funny. I'll just be laughing at you just because 'cause you're you, but,
I'm
you're
just not
laughing
going to
at me because 'cause
stand
I'm
on the
funny.
edge of anything because I know she's going to push me off. So if I stand on the bank of a river, she's going to push me in the river. If I
It's
stand
too
on the
it's too tempting not to, okay?
hey, I'm not going to save you from moths and butterflies if you push me off stuff.
It's okay,
So
I'll just scream like a little bitch and run away because that's what I do already. Okay, I guess that's a brief introduction to who Lean and Loo are. As you've
yes,
seen, our little bears are now everywhere. They are the personification of us in a
we've
cute
actually written books with
way.
our
Yeah,
bears.
we
We have
have
we have
a
a Korean
Korean,
language book
yeah.
with our bears.
So yeah, the links for all of the things we've discussed in this video will be below, along with our stalker links if you want to go and check us out on our websites, where our books are at, our personal social media, but also Lean and Loo's combined social media. And if you want to see outtakes from our reaction videos, we put them mostly on Instagram, but we also have a Facebook page and a TikTok. So just look below and follow us and share the love.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.